live, I fight. The spark that led me to want to be a martial artist was watching action movies with Bruce Lee, seeing the attributes of a man small in stature and size, but then seeing his speed and skill and how he could take out opponents of a much larger size easily. Heroes in the fighting realm, there was people like Randy Couture and Vitor Belfort. Randy Couture was an older fighter as well. He hit his straps in his mid to late 30s, and he was still fighting for world titles into his mid 40s. So it shows that with the right training, with the right focus and the right dedication, you can still obtain your dreams at whatever age. But my first amateur MMA fight was something you probably could have seen if you've watched the movie Fight Club. It was very much an underground little room with columns and some pads on the floor. There was a lot of adrenaline running through my system. I was very nervous, and as a result, you're wanting to get the fight over as quick as possible. You really go out there and you run almost scared. When the fight's over, it's just a massive sense of relief. And fortunately, I was lucky to win my first few fights. So it put me in a good mind frame for the future. MMA in its early days had a very bad reputation. People had the perception that it was basically human cockfighting. The old school gladiators, 2-man enter, 1-man leave. Certainly when the sport first evolved, there was no set rule format, there was no set weight formula. So you would have significantly larger opponents against small opponents. You would have people who had barroom brawl experience versus trained martial artists. But through these competitions and this fighting format, a structure started to develop. And without what was happening back then, I wouldn't have a sport to really enjoy. I wasn't always a fighter. Banking was what I did for over 10 years of my life. It was always interesting. I was training very heavily and starting to do some amateur competitions, and you'd be training and naturally getting scuffs and bruises and cuts and so forth. And when you walk into the office wearing your suit and tie with your black eye cut above the eyebrow with a busted up lip, you'd often get interesting looks from the other corporate executives. Which is why I made the decision to leave the financial world behind and set up Customized Fitness Solutions. I felt that I could take my life further. It meant there was going to be sacrifices and I was probably going to disappoint people, but at the same time, as my training developed, I matured, my skill sets got better. It opened the doors for me to become the fighter that I am today, and the gym owner and the instructor and the coach and the person I am today was all built around that. We're heading down to Storm Damage 5, mixed martial arts cage fighting tournament held in Canberra this weekend. I'll be fighting for the Storm Damage Welterweight title and be looking to bring the belt back home with me. Fighting to me is a major challenge. You choose to stand in a cage or a ring or on a mat and you use your best skills, your heart, your focus, your training and your dedication to become the winner. The winner is not a person who inflicts the most pain. The winner is the person who uses their skill set to end the fight the most effectively. When you're stepping into the cage or into a ring, my feelings have certainly changed. As I've had more fights and as my career has developed, when I walk in there, I'm comfortable. I fear nothing. To me, it's a sense of calmness. I feel ready.
I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they mean. And I say,
once you have the chance to find and see something you really enjoy, your life will change and you'll be so much happier because of it. I just enjoy every day that I get to train, to help and develop people, but also to train, help and develop myself. I'm as much a student of myself as I am a teacher and a teacher of other people. My name is John Levin. I live, I fight.